Hey guys, we recently had a chance to visit our friends at Vanguard. Check out the world-class headquarters here in Michigan. Check this out. All right, Josh, thanks for having us at Vanguard today. This is a lot of fun. I know you guys got a lot of great products here and products coming out this year. Tell us about the Pioneer Packs.
For sure, absolutely. First of all, thanks for coming. Merry Christmas, of course. We really went hard with them probably at the NRA show. We showed them a little bit at SHOT Show last year, just a very brief version of them. And since then, we've made some updated changes. They come in the Real Tree Extra, and they also come in like a Hunter Green. Really nice fabric, silent fabric, which is important for you guys out in the field. The thing we're most proud of is one of the things about Vanguard is we make our own products, and we manufacture from the very start of a product to the very end of the product. Everything you see on a Vanguard product is by someone at Vanguard. And one of the things that we can do with our packs because of that is provide a lifetime warranty. So anytime that you get a Vanguard product, especially with the Pioneer packs, if you're out in the field and you hit something with a brush and it rips or something like that, we replace that, no questions asked, and that's for life. If you hand it out to your son or to your daughter or to your dad, after you use it for a few years and they tear it up, we always are going to be standing by that product no matter what. But besides that, there's a lot of functionality to it. I think there's 5 or 6 different packs that come with it. It starts at the waist pack. We got a sling bag. We got a smaller backpack that has worked really well for youth hunters. And then it goes up to the bigger packs with the nice crossbow, a full blow as well. So really nice packs. They've been extremely successful this year. Really proud of them.
Let's talk a little bit about Vanguard as a whole. So a lot of people know Vanguard in the photography world. Vanguard's a big player in photography. You guys make some of the best tripods known to man, right?
Yeah.
These things are awesome. The packs you guys have for photography, for birding, just any kind of outdoor photography people get into, or indoor photography, professional stuff. Tell us about the hunting side of Vanguard and how the company even came about.
For sure, absolutely. So you're right. And it's funny that you bring this up. So this is our 30th anniversary, so we're proud of that. We've been in Whitmore Lake, Michigan for, I think, 25 years, and then before that we were in Dexter, and then they got this warehouse here. But before, it was more in the cases aspect, making gun cases and bow cases way back in the day. And we had some companies like Winchester that we partnered with, and it was known for that. And then they actually transitioned to the photo, making tripods and really just lower end stuff. That was more of like a CE market you would see at like a Walmart or something like that. And they did a lot of sub branding and third party stuff. And then about 10 years ago, our owner said, I don't want to make stuff or products for anybody else. I want to start growing this brand. So from there, we've really started to take that next step to becoming a real brand. And it started with the photo stuff, and that's how we kind of set that foundation with tripods. In the photo side of things, we are definitely one of the top tripod manufacturers. We do a ton of stuff with photo bags and cameras and all this accessory stuff. And then we transitioned into the optics, which really got us into the hunting aspect of things. And starting with the binoculars, in 2011, the Endeavor EDs came out, and they won so many awards, and that really put us on the map with those. And then we started with the Endeavor ED2, the next generation of that, and now we're transitioning to Endeavor ED4, bringing us to that next level. And now getting into the rifle scopes and long distance and ballistic software and doing a lot of cool stuff with that. But there's so many, one of the cool things about the company is there's so many different products. I mean, we're definitely a one-stop shop for the outdoorsman. I mean, we got you, whether you want to film your hunt, whether you just want to go and, observe wildlife or whatever it is, I mean, we definitely have the product for you. And the best part about it, it's at an affordable price.
Yeah, one of the things I notice is the quality right off the bat. So it doesn't matter what we're talking about. If we're talking about the binoculars or the packs or the cases, the quality's first class. I mean, we've worked with other bino companies over the years, and those, to be honest, have fallen apart.
Right.
Pieces have fallen apart. We've never had any Vanguard issues at all in the 5-6 years we've been working with Vanguard on the bino specifically, not one single issue. And the other thing to talk about a little bit is just that, and when you're working with a lot of the people who are outdoors taking pictures or videography or anything, they're doing cinematography, just beautiful stuff. They have really good cameras, really expensive cameras. One of the things that Vanguard does is has cases that really help protect that investment,
Sure.
And the hard shell cases that you guys have that we use, we put them through the ringer. I mean, they got mud on them. They still have mud on them here today. I mean, we put them underwater. I mean, we've tested them in different ways for you guys and never have had a failure yet,
Yeah.
So it's really important to say that because people invest a lot of money into these products, right? And then you guys are here to help protect those in that realm. So
Sure.
quality is a huge thing at Vanguard, and I can tell because there's no issues that I've seen so far.
That's a huge part of our business. And the Supreme cases, as you're mentioning, I had one of our pro staff actually just ran it over with his pickup truck just because he felt like it, I guess you could say. But it's one of those things where we really want you guys to put our gear to the test. And even when I send out a pair of binoculars to you guys or whatever, I said, Dave, just run these through. And they definitely stand up to the test of time. But it goes back to, like I said before, we don't have the third-party aspect to our company. So we can control the quality from A to finish, from A to Z type thing. So no matter what, that is our biggest, important. It's the biggest thing that is important to Vanguard. So, and we really are proud of that. Over the past 30 years, that's something we've.
Controlling all aspects is huge, from design to implementation.
And there's not. And the thing is, like, people don't understand. It's so difficult to do that in the industry. You look at a lot of our competitors, especially in the optics industry. There's so many manufacturers that are taking, components from here, and putting it all together. And you get, there's a lot of companies that are out there that are producing great products, but the quality's not there. And the warranty, backing that is not there for life. There's a lot of aspects to it. We're a local company. I think here we have around 25 people that work here. It's supporting the state of Michigan. And then obviously going out globally, we're in 70 some odd countries that Vanguard's represented all over the world, and it's quite a cool aspect to be a part of.
So we got the binos. We got the packs. So you have packs on the photography side, the Endeavor series, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And you have Pioneer series on the hunting side. We have tripods, a huge amount of tripods, all sorts of things in tripod mode. Heads, all different heads you could use. Also, it's basically unlimited, really, the amount. But the one thing we haven't talked about yet, we haven't talked about two things: the shooting scopes, and we haven't also talked about the shooting sticks.
Yeah.
So the two things that I thought this year were awesome. The Avio series was really a hands-down product in my mind when shooting a crossbow or a gun. Having that capability to maneuver that much with that stick was awesome.
Yeah, and it's funny you brought that up. Like that product was, the Avio shooting stick was developed for video, actually, just to take videos. And we were at SHOT Show last year, I think it was, and one of our pro staff came up to us, and he's looking at this, and we had a video camera on it, and people were playing with it and being able to pan and tilt. And he said, "You guys realize what you have here?" And us were like, "No, what are you talking about?" type thing. And he said, "This is a great crossbow and shooting stick for a rifle. No, there's nothing else like this in the industry." And he took the photo head off and went and got one of our U-yokes, and he put it on there, and he said, "Look at this, guys." And he's standing there and he's panning all over the place. And those crossbows, get up to 10 pounds. You have to have some kind of support, and to be able to do that almost 360-degree pan type thing with a crossbow. Yep. It's unbelievable, and it's really changed the game as far as, for an example, like Cabela's. As soon as they seen it, they bring it all in. All the major players are bringing that in.
It's hard not to want that stick.
For sure, and I think it's like $79 or something like that.
Amazing.
You can't keep them in stock. And it's done it great for us. And we have a bunch of other shooting sticks, but from a price point and from a
Size.
feature standpoint, it's so light, it folds up, no problem.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer to have in your pack for sure.
I actually filmed my son's hunt, which was a great experience this year, using the AVO stick with the film head on it, which was great because it allowed me to move around and make sure he was safe while he was doing what he needed to do, and I can move this around and keep control at the same time. So it made it a lot easier, and I couldn't get a tripod in the ground blind because it was too small with what he had in there, so it worked out perfect to use it for that. So I mean, there's so many great products. Let's talk a little bit about the scopes, the gun scopes. So that's something new for you guys this year, and it seems like a really good reception so far of what I've seen.
Yeah, for sure. The rifle scopes, we came out with our first generation that was basically your basic 3 models, 3.9, and I think it was a 4x12 and a 3.9x56 or something like that. It was very basic. They're definitely great quality to have the high-end Japanese glass, really nice stuff. But now we're taking that kind of next level approach. We've really stepped up our sizes as far as if you want to shoot really long distance, up to 2,000 yards, whatever it is. We're coming out with a ballistic software reticle that is going to debut at this SHOT Show. We also have, if you're into the AR type platform, we have great scopes for that. I think in the next 6 months, you're going to see around 20 new rifle scopes from Vanguard. All of them are super high quality. You're at a price point between $300 all the way up to maybe $800 or $900.
What can we expect from Vanguard in the future coming up here?
Yeah, so the one, like I said, the biggest thing they've really invested in is our factories, and we have the ability to really make changes on the fly, and we have the ability to make some really cool products at an affordable price. So we talked a little bit about the rifle scopes. I really would like for you guys to check out it's called Dispatch, but the Dispatch ballistic reticles, the Dispatch ballistical software. That stuff you're going to see within the next couple of months. Really, really innovative stuff that has not been seen by anybody as far as from a ballistic long shooting standpoint. I know that's a little limited in the state of Michigan, but all over the country, especially out west, you can really have some fun with that stuff. And then from there, we have some waterfowl packs coming out. We partner with Realtree to do some really cool stuff with the waterfowl. I know that's such a big industry. Huge industry, and it's so much fun. And you can take your son, you can take your family. It's a nice event where you really have some success there. But we're really excited about the products coming out with that. And then we also have the tripods. I mean, we're really taking a strong path to making sure that we stay number one as far as a tripod in the outdoor industry. So we have a lot of innovative stuff, we have a new carbon technology that we're bringing into the outdoor industry that is lightweight, weatherproof, at a really affordable price point. That'll hit the market this spring, be ready for turkey season and going into next fall. But and then on the optics as well, we have some tricks up our sleeve as far as putting technology into our optics as well. So we're excited. It's a great company to be a part of. I mean, like I said, it's not going anywhere. We've been here for 30 years. And it's really, since I've been here a little over 2 years now, I think. And just seeing where we started then and to where we are now, it's really unbelievable to see. And we're definitely proud to be from Michigan. We're proud to support local, and we're just proud to be a part of this industry. It's cool to come to work every day and work with people in the outdoor industry like yourself and like the other people that we work with.
It's definitely a fun industry. It's a different industry.
It's a dream job.
It's a very small industry, and I think Vanguard's been a big player in it already. The Pioneer Pack's a huge entry into it, I think. Not just buying those, but coming in with the packs was a big deal this past year. And everything we've tested, the quality was superior. I mean, we had no issues whatsoever with the packs. We had a lot of our team using them, and they just really put them through the ringer with putting stuff in and out of broadheads, all sorts of things that you normally would carry, knives, throwing stuff in there. A lot of times when you're in the field, especially in Michigan, there's a lot of burrs and pickers and stuff. So you'll see a lot of tears and rips right off the bat when you start using these things in the field. But we didn't have really any issues at all that I'm aware of. Well, we look forward to seeing what Vanguard has to offer in 17, 18, 19, 20, and beyond.
We'll
Should
see,
be a
right?
good few years. So thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you.